A movement in the making? Well, on midnight of March 6th, Kony 2012 was officially launched on YouTube. 6 days later, and over 75 million people worldwide have viewed the video. I recently sat down with two Conestoga students to get their point of view on the latest social movement. Kony 2012 is a movement started by invisible children that aims to make Joseph Kony famous, but not for people to celebrate him. The goal of the movement is to raise support for his arrest and set a precedent for international justice.
Yeah, I thought it was compelling. It was interesting. What I don't like about it is the package and the money donation and the fact that it just seems like a bunch of wheel spinning. Doesn't seem like there's much involvement other than just slapping up some posters. It doesn't do it for me. Yeah, perhaps. It just seems too much of a persuasion. And then they want money at the end. Seems like it's kind of created for that.
Talk about persuasion in this movement. I think there's a large amount of it happening, or?
Yeah, I think that's what it all is. That's how it feels like. I know it probably isn't a scam or anything like that, but it just seems too classic, like regarding donations and stuff like that. And I just don't think people believe in that anymore. And just giving money and hoping something will happen. I think people would rather see things.
According to BBC, Joseph Kony founded his own rebel group in Central Africa over 20 years ago. He has since abducted thousands of children to become fighters or sex slaves. His rebels go out and terrorize parts of the Congo and Central Africa.
Alright, so I noticed that on social media there's a whole viral campaign going on, Kony 2012, how to make him famous, and I watched this video. It was kind of interesting. But if you actually follow geopolitical events, you would know that this has been happening for years and years and years, and no one's ever done anything or given any sort of interest to this. So why is it now that all of a sudden there seems to be some, involvement and awareness happening? And then if you look deeper into the organization, the Invisible Children, that's actually doing this, and if you do a little bit of reading, you would see that only a small percentage of what they've actually been collecting is going towards this campaign. So I would say, don't get carried away with what you see. Yes, child soldiers should be taken away, and the awareness has to be there, but don't just blindly give to an organization on April 20th. You should do your research and see if it's actually worth it. Being in the field that I am, I understand why he would put his son. It's an emotional catch for people, yes. Yes, it is a bit of a cop-out, if you'd say, but it worked. My only common concern is it's a good campaign to go look under, but the only thing is you should do your research and see the whole issue and how this will play. Like, you don't want to be the cause or the excuse for being one of those people who actually got the U.S. government to invade a country.
April 20th, right around the corner. Expect the Kony movement to make its strongest push yet. Reporting for Spoke Online, I'm Jeff Ball.